Last weekend before Year 12, are you ready? Here are 5 of my humble advices to whoever is starting Unit 3 for chemistry. I will mostly focus on getting you prepared mentally and logistically. First of all, download the study design and read the key knowledge points sections for Unit 3 and Unit 4. At least find where the key knowledge points for those 2 units are on the booklet. This green-covered PDF document can be found very easily with a simple Google search. And make sure you've gotten the correct years until 2022. So why is this important? Isn't the study design written for teachers? Let's face it, the most nerve-wracking moments in Year 12 for a student is when you have 5 sets all lined up in 4 days, and you look at the stack of past papers asking yourself, man, do I need to know all of that? So the points in the study design are what you need to know, simply put. Yeah? Do them well and move on to your next subject. As a student, you can use the key knowledge points section as a checklist. If you have found some phrases you haven't yet heard of, ask your teacher what they're referring to. In fact, I noticed that many chemistry teachers at schools start to use these sections in the study design as a guide for students to prepare for their SACs. Personally, I'm a big fan of that. The study design is the best guide to your VCE success. 2. You may think you totally bombed Unit 1 and 2. Well, there is no shame in catching up now. It is not uncommon for students who completely bombed Year 11, aka their Unit 1-2 study, to get 40 plus at the end. Granted that they tend to have solid foundation in junior math. However, what really determined their success was their can-do attitude. They're not afraid to ask, however ridiculous they think their questions are. And they always look forward. They focus on what they need to do. They don't feel guilty about not doing well in Year 11. Now, do you ever have this kind of thought? Well, it seems that everyone else in my class already knows it. I would need to catch up on this myself. Well, the truth is, no one ever really catches up by themselves. You need your teacher and your tutor's help to catch up. You need your classmates to prompt and push you to do that. So speak up and reach out for help. Are you afraid of looking stupid? Well, guess what? That feeling passes easily once you get used to it. As a teacher, I vouch for all my colleagues that we love students who actively reach out for help. The bottom line is, you'd rather feel stupid just for a short period of time now than feeling regret later on. Okay? Always reach out. 3. Make a schedule and make it a habit. Year 12 is not a sprint. You will need your habits to keep you on track, especially when the winter comes and different SACs come with it. I remember a past student who told me that because they need to get up early for swimming training, so even in winter, they get up 5:30 in the morning. And because of that, they switch on sleep mode of their phone right at 9:30 in the evening, every evening, and never stay up late. Okay? That's what we need for this year. So also at the same time, be busy at the beginning, not the night before. You be asking before what? Well, feel free to fill it in yourself here. Okay? So to those who will be doing some catch up on chemistry, the beginning is always hard, but don't give up. It only gets easier. Once you nail the basic mole mass calculations, Stoic will be easier. Once you understand how to use the electrochemical series, redox becomes easier. Once you practice enough of IUPAC naming, the words in organic chemistry will make a lot more sense to you. Okay? Don't give up and get busy at the beginning. Number 4, don't go too far ahead in the curriculum. If you have watched Frozen 2, do you remember this lyric? Don't dive down deep into her heart, but not too far or you'll be drowned. Well, it's kind of true with everything. And with chemistry, sometimes it could feel that doing two different subjects when you are working on two different areas of study at the same time. So it might distract you if you go too far ahead, and it might prevent you from getting the best results in your SACs throughout the year. Although each SAC only account for 8%, but you've gotten 5 of them until November, so it's still 40% of the entire study score. So don't get distracted by getting too far ahead until at least you are in Unit 4. This is especially when your tutor and your teacher at school are covering different topics. It's not good. Tell your tutor to adjust their content to what you are learning at school at that moment. That's what you are paying them for. Number 5, well, know what's on your data booklet. You know, VCA doesn't provide you with a data book for chemistry just because they like printing it. Every page is carefully selected to take load of your memory during the exam so that you can focus on more complicated cognitive process involved in problem solving. A lot of questions in SACs and the exams require you to understand what you are meant to refer to in this document, not just recall some simple information like heat of combustion value for methane. Okay? You are to train yourself to know what data is provided for what purpose through a lot of practice, of course. So download it today if you haven't already done so. Print it out because you won't be allowed to use your phone or your laptop in exams or SACs. Okay? Keep the physical copy with you in classes at all times. When you are practicing, annotate it, use it and abuse it. Let it be that comforting, familiar constant rather than a weird, intimidating mass of data. That's it. Those are the 5 advices I have for Year 12s. I hope now you feel more ready and energized for Monday. If you find these advices helpful, share them with your mates and help each other out in the months coming. If you have any chemistry questions, feel free to ask out in the comments below. I promise I will try my best to help you out.